Cultural Analysis Course Project. The distinct predefined policies that give employees direction and guidance are represented by the organizational culture. It is a complicated system that includes common assumptions, attitudes, and beliefs, and controls how people behave within the company. The distinctive and special psychological and social environment is influenced by these underlying presumptions, convictions, and ideals. The organizational culture of LL Bean is examined in this article in the context of Hofstede's organizational culture model. LL Bean's vision statement is succinct and direct. This indicates that the business did not convey its opinion and stance to the general public and important stakeholders through lengthy conversations and discussions. The vision statement should communicate in a succinct and true manner. LL Bean Outdoor Equipment Store. In 1911, an avid outdoorsman named Leon Lanewood (L. Bean) returned from a hunting trip with cold, damp feet and a revolutionary idea. LL enlisted a local cobbler to stitch leather uppers to workmen's rubber boots, creating a comfortable, functional boot for exploring the Maine woods. This innovative boot, the Maine hunting shoe, changed outdoor footwear forever and began one of the most successful family-run businesses in the country. The story continues, and they are always looking for talented employees to help write the next chapters. Over a century ago, company founder Leon Lewin Bean set out to make a boot to keep hunters' feet warm and dry. Today, they continue to follow the trail he blazed, adding new paths to help more people discover the outdoors. Whether it's the thrill of sea kayaking, the quiet of early morning fishing, or the vigor of a challenging climb. Of course, they remain true to LL's core values and are committed to quality, service, and putting the outside inside everything they make. Hofstede's cultural model. The organizational culture model proposed by Hofstede holds the seminal importance, as it has been frequently applied by analysts to analyze the organizational culture of any company. LL Bean wrote, organizational culture can be also analyzed in light of Hofstede's cultural model. The model has six dimensions, as listed below: means-oriented versus goals-oriented, internally driven versus externally driven, easygoing work discipline versus the strict work discipline, local versus professional organizational culture, open system versus the closed system, and employee orientation versus work orientation. A highly competitive organizational culture places emphasis on how the job is done, whereas a goal-oriented culture places an emphasis on what can be accomplished and places emphasis on results. An internally driven organizational culture reflects the employees' overall perceptions about their expertise and knowledge. On the opposite end, the organizations with externally driven culture tend to focus on the results, and employees in such organization believe that meeting the customer's demands is more important than business ethics. Consequently, they adopt a more pragmatic rather than ethical attitude. At this company, they value their company culture of treating customers and each other right. They love what they stand for more than just selling products, but enhancing people's lives through healthy living and enjoyment of the outdoors. That's something they can go to work feeling good about every day. Live, work, play. The organizational culture can also be categorized into local versus the professional work culture. This cultural dimension denotes the employee's identification with either the boss or work unit or their profession. Organizations with open systems tend to welcome the new employees and create an inclusive work culture in which employees from different demographic backgrounds can adjust easily. The organization keeps its door open to the outsiders and integrates the flexibility so that everyone can fit into it. Such organizations value the diversity and integrate it into their business practices. On the other hand, the organizations with closed system tend to make it difficult for newcomers to adjust and develop relatedness. People in such organizations are generally exclusive and their diversity is discouraged as only certain kinds of individuals are encouraged to join and fit well in the organization. An organization with a clear employee orientation reflects the management's philosophy of putting the employees ahead of customers and shareholders. It is the management philosophy and shares the high relatedness to contemporary era in which the human capital has gained the strategic importance. In an extremely work-oriented culture, the organizations tend to put excessive pressure on the staff and heavy emphasis is put on maximizing the task performance even if it comes at the cost of the broader employee welfare. The equilibrium between the task and employee orientation is attained by assigning the challenging goals and offering rewards to maximize the task performance, providing employees with necessary coaching, mentoring, and guidance to accomplish the assigned goals, discouraging the employees from making overtime a common norm in the workplace, and motivating and training the employees to manage the stress and time, which is important for both improving the task performance and improving the psychological well-being. When a company successfully aligns its structure, culture, and business strategies and understands the complex relationship between underlying assumptions, core values, and observable behaviors, it can use organizational culture as a tool to gain strategic advantages. Some of these are great examples of organizational culture. There is surely something you could learn from each one of them. However, as your key takeaway from this article, work on your culture from the inside out. That means you don't start by posting big pictures of smiling employees and pasting hundreds of inspiring quotes. You start by taking steps to show people what your organization's culture is. This starts from how you treat your employees, ensuring that they have all the tools they need to do their jobs well, and that customers are happy with how they treat them. Remember that your organizational culture is something you have to work on constantly and may not necessarily be the same always. Read through the list of best organizational culture examples once more and decide how you will make your culture shine through your employees. Because the culture section of their careers website starts with work hard, play hard, live well. Thank you.